Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? That has been slung wide. And that's put paid to a promising move. Stoichkov. It could be in. Stoichkov! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's had a shot! Goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Beckham. Hangs in a cross. That is a brilliant interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Up he goes! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Stoichkov is offering a wry smile there.
Dink through. Oh, nicely intercepted. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mbappe. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Beckham. Neymar. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And here's Mbappe. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Driving forward. Now, can they get him away? Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Dumfries is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Shot, surely! He scored! And they're back in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And he was quick to react. Dumfries. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Dumfries. Now here's the delivery. No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Stoichkov. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Maradona. Dumfries is onto this. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Rodri, distributed tidily. Back into the middle. Always onto this. And this is Messi. Showing good feet. Beckham. Messi. Crosses it in here. And the keeper beats it away. Now it's Messi. Now what about a counter-attack? He's got away. Lovely bit of skill. Backward it goes. He's in space and looking for options. And it's Maradona. Nice control. Beckham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Deep into stoppage time. Alexander-Arnold. There's the shot! He's done very well to get to that. There's the whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we're off again.
Bragantino really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And the shot! It's there! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So the lead now is 2. Could be danger here. Can he finish? And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's having a go! Oh! Fantastic! A finish right from the top draw! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Out to the right. Mbappe. And here's Neymar. Could try cutting inside here.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Well, he's not getting any further than that. Messi. Beckham. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maradona. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Picked out brilliantly. He's going for goal! They've got to be quick to recover this. That has been cut short. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Strong running down that left flank. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. He's cut it out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. They've won a corner.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi entrará al campo. Número 8. Se está realizando un cambio.
And he's there to get it away. Threads one in. Messi picks it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting match. He's got tall.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change.
It's full on! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mbappe. Mbappe. And it's Forlan. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Very nicely done, and he's managed to get free. Keeper's dealt with that. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Neuer punts it upfield. That's rather hopeful. Now that was quite some save.
Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. Messi. It's a good-looking delivery. Bastoni is there, and he can get that clear. Stoichkov powering forward here. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold.
Se agregarán
Looking
3
for the run.
minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Hazard. Played in deep. And that should get the job done. Pedri. Neymar. Oh, perfectly measured that. Adams. And time is up. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Decent progress down the left. Gets into some space. And he lines up a cross. And he was quick to react. Alexander-Arnold. He's had a shot! It's there! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Iceland finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kivior. Now it's Messi. Camavinga. Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Iceland grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that has been clubbed away. Van Nistelrooy. That's a good ball out wide. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. He's free. He has got... Shoots! Really well taken goal. And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And he is going into that little black book. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich makes the interception. Kivior. And it's Messi. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Neymar. Almost half an hour in now. He's on it. Can he get away? That's really nicely played. Real chance! In he goes again. He scored! Again in a trice. And they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Has a shot. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a good run down the right. Well read, nice interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kimmich cuts out the pass. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. And that's put paid to a promising move. That's a lovely, neat pass. Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a really well-measured ball. Half-time getting close now. Messi gets into a good position. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Messi. Lofted in. And claimed it. Good chance here! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Costa Curta. Camavinga powering forward here. He won't be happy with that one. Maradona. And the first half is done.
Bragantino are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. Here we go again then. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. And it's Kimmich. Nicely worked. Guardiola. Cleared without hesitation. No way through. Adams. Cannavaro. Gets a good foot in there. And he's intervened well there. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Mbappe. That's been cut out, well played. Has a look and plays it forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi, it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. The second half off to a spectacular start. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And here's Maradona. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates, knocks it into space. Now, can they get him away? Costa Curta cuts it out. He is through here. Mbappe! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neuer claims it, and the danger passes. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Brilliantly cut out. Guardiola. Looking for the run. Takes a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Substituição em campo.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Forlan. That's good running with the ball. He's through, now is he in? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Great vision. And he's worked it through. It's Forlan! Oh, it's come loose. Out to the left it goes. Could try cutting inside here. Played in with purpose. Big header! He will be livid with himself. Oh, terrible mistake. Camavinga. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Forlan. Can he get on the end of this? Guardiola. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Forlan. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Neymar. Can he get it through? That's tidy. He's in space and looking for options. Roberto Carlos can get it clear. That has been knocked clear and claimed it back swiftly. Cleared away.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all. Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a half-decent try. And we have our very first corner. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's played it back. Played into space.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Costa Corta. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Tries to pass it through. And he lines up a cross. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Neymar. So we're still where we started right now. Tries a measured ball.
Neymar really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Neymar, he's found a way through, crosses it in. Neymar, and Alexander-Arnold. Some good work on the right flank here. Ronaldinho, can he get on the end of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar is in a really good position out wide, showing good feet. Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! Plays a sharp little ball here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played back in. Looking for options for movement. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Neymar. And he's intervened well there. Van Dijk is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Oh, he's been caught napping. It's Hullet. And Hullet! Goal! Flamengo! And Flamengo take the lead. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Flamengo have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's an early cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's run loose here. Stood up well to him there. Lampard. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Costa Curta. Alexander-Arnold. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Bragantino can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ronaldinho is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Lampard. That's a good run down the left. And it's Lampard. That's a cute ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Chance! Alexander-Arnold. Vieira with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Hullet. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ronaldinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Roberto Carlos. And they can counter here. And he's heaved it away. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game.
Neymar! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And that has put paid to that.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That ball looks a good one. Hullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Maradona, good purposeful running this. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That'll be a corner. Corner number 2 then. Backward it goes, and a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Maradona is offering a right smile there.
He's in a good position here. Closing in on... And Van Nistelrooy! It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
E o gol! Aos 26 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 19.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Lampard. Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Camisa 5, camisa 20, Neymar, camisa 10, Ronaldinho, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 8.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Camisa 11.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Azar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Spread neatly. Messi. Davids. Threads one in. Costa Curta. Serginho. And here's Torres.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hazard gets into a good position. He gets big! That is ended up in no man's land. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Serginho's cross. Danger averted for now. Out of play for a throw. Messi! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And that has left him in a heap. Tries to play it through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to cross.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Messi. Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Oh, what has happened here? He is just caressing the ball. And that's a throw-in. We are into overtime. Now it's Torres. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross needs to be good. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Engages and forces him off the ball. Quality ball. Now can he find a chance? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's intervened well there. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, perfectly measured that. This looks promising. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Plays it across, and he's made sure that's not getting through. He's gone for goal! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, that's a key interception. Alexander-Arnold. Dumfries. Neuer, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
He can get that clear. Now it's Messi. And he was quick to react. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Played out towards the right wing. Dumfries. Dumfries tries across. Oh, that's superb. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And here's Neymar. That has found him in acres of space. Now it's Messi. No goals as yet. Neymar. Japan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Now he's got space here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Maradona. And that's been won straight back. Maradona. Can he get it through? Van Nistelrooy! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, delightful ball. Brilliantly cut out. And he's hit it long. Dumfries. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Maradona. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Van goes for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he's whipped it across. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Puskás. That's very neat. Cruyff, and the shot! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good foot in there. That's going up front in a hurry. Messi. Now it's Neymar.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And that's gone loose. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Bragantino can really do with some
Shoots! Guardiola getting this one clear. Now it's Neymar. And this is Neymar. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Dumfries. Guardiola. And it's Messi. Messi hurtling down that right flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Beraldo with the clearance. And here's Maradona. Rodri. Spread out to the left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He has found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. Very nicely done. He's found a way through. Messi's cross. Adams with the clearance. Corner number 2 then. Van Nistelrooy! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Wan-Bissaka. Your impression so far, Jim?
Bragantino are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Looking for options for movement. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they're back on the ball again. Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted. And they've got rid. Now it's Neymar. Ambitious ball here. And that pass isn't the best. Neymar goes on a run down the left wing. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain shot, surely! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 7. Camisa 17. Neymar.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 10.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Rises! It's in! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And Batistuta! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. He's got tall. Decent enough try. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nicely shaped ball. Nico Williams in acres of space out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
I think the message here is...
Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Neymar, played right into his path. He is through here. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Neuer, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Japan take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Nico Williams could try cutting inside here. Wan-Bissaka, nice-looking ball, and that's not going to reach. Cannavaro, now Dumfries, Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick, and he's going to have his name taken.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Too close for comfort. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Japan clearly now in lead preservation mode. Wan-Bissaka. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Azar. He's found a way past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Azar! Just off target.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. A probing pass into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Dumfries has created one goal already. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And he's managed to get free. Delivery from Mbappe. And that will be the final act. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. And Messi!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Played into space.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, Peter, I think we're in for something rather special here in being able to watch Hristo Stoichkov. When it comes to charisma and spirit, he's not lacking, and he's so sharp, they nicknamed him the Dagger.
Love watching him. He's one pea in a pod. There's only one Hristo Stoichkov.
And he's always got plenty to say. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Maradona. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's worked it through. That is Stuta! And it's a goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So, a breakthrough already. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's run loose here. He has found the way through. And it's Maradona. Out towards the flank. Shot a goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh no, he's wide and looking to get onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Stoichkov!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Spread neatly. He's found the way through. Can he get on the end of this? Crosses it in here. And he's heaved it away. Costa, played out wide. Dumfries. That's good defending, very good defending. Dumfries was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Stoichkov. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a promising position. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And here's Van Nistelrooy. That's a decent clearance. That's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. And now they can clear their lines. And he's decided to go for it. No mistake! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again...
He's one-on-one! Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they're at it again, in double quick time! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the...
Van Nistelrooy! What a hit, the save was firm.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
He's having a good look here, looking here to alter the direction of the game. It's loose, and there's a race for the... He's gone for goal! Stoichkov. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. So off we go once more.
Bragantino really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more.
Can he get it through?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Cancelo. That's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Palmeiras are down to 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substituição em andamento.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries a shot! Neymar. Kimmich. Tries to pass it through. And it's Maradona. Knocks it out wide. Incoming. Up he goes! Final touch was poor.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Neymar chips it through. He is through here. Maradona. And he was alert to it. Great ball. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now, he's got space here. That has ended up in no man's land. Stefan Savic. And it's Cancelo. Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that was vital. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Khan gets it away. Now it's Maradona. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good spread. Knocks it into space. And he plays one through. Oh, he's real chance! It's there! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Palmeiras are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Messi. Dumfries gets into some... Gets his head on it! Not the worst header in the world, but nothing comes of it.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
substituição no time do Palmeiras. Camisa 10, Neymar. Camisa 21,
Savic getting this one clear.
Camisa 5,
Palmeiras are looking to go forward now.
Camisa 8, deixando o campo
Half an
para a
hour gone in the
entrada
second
dele.
half.
Camisa 22,
Oh, well measured.
Camisa 20,
Oh, that's ambitious.
Camisa 25, Camisa 23,
Looks to the other side.
Camisa
Well
18.
spotted.
Teremos
Opts for
uma
safety.
substituição.
Palmeiras have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Forlan. Out of play for a throw. Pedri. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for the run. And he cuts out the supply. He won't be happy with that one. Costa Curta. Now that looks a decent ball. Forlan gets into a good position. That is great defending, so alert. No way through. Forlan is flagged offside. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's a key interception. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Caicedo. Pedri. And here's Batistuta. No way through there. Vitinha. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. And he's there to get it away. Zico. Now it's Vitinha. Adams spots it and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. Savic gets it clear. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. That is good strength. He's taking on the lot of them. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Chooses to go cross-field. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Lampard. And this is Lampard. Across the quarter.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. So, what can they make of this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Such good technique.
Van Nistelrooy, Maradona, Tagliafico cuts out the pass. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe, can he get on the end of this? And that's left him on the seat of his pants. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And here's Neymar. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Maradona. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
The pass is intercepted. Maradona. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Thinks about it. It's Neymar!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's lofted through here. Taken back almost at once. And this is Maradona. And this is the chance! That's a lovely, neat pass. Lampard, very much a man of this moment. 30 minutes gone. Maradona, good purpose. Shot at goal! He's delivered all right! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Alexander-Arnold demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Messi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Messi, lobbed in behind. Oh, important interception. Pass. Has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. Alexander-Arnold. Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Bragantino can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Maradona. He has found the way through. Corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Maradona. Oh, some tackle that. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. And the shot! No mistake! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got...
Real chance! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. The second half then, just getting going.
Bragantino clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Neymar could move up a gear here. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Lampard, nicely aimed pass. Costa Curta. Now Dumfries. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Good ball, good take. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it through? Great vision. Haaland. Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rudiger did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Van Dijk. Koundé. Pedri. It's a searching pass. "60 minutes played. Now it's Neymar. And this is Van Nistelrooy.
That's good play from him.
Oh, just skips past his man. quality ball. Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. That has been cut short. Neuer. And it's Denzel Dumfries. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. Costa Curta. Lampard. Pedri. Oh, that's a key interception. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Camisa 17, Neymar. Camisa 7, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 9. Camisa 23.
And he's had a shot!
Teremos uma substituição.
And it's hoisted clear. Yamal. Kaka. That has not gone well. Costa Curta. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rabiot. And across it goes. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Dumfries getting this one clear. Chooses to go back. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Yamal gets into some space.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Threads one in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Still anyone's game this, one moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Batistuta.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the volley. Oh, bang on target. Tagliafico tries to pass it through. Kaká, he's shifting through the gears here.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Maradona, who's set up 1 goal so far. That has been slung wide. He's got away, and he decides to cross it.
Well, that has caused...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be.